Hey guys, you just gained access to all the tools that I've used and developed over the last 7 years. I know you're going to love them. They're going to change the way you do business, and it's going to make it so easy to close a client. When I was developing those tools, I had no idea how to use them. I had started to develop these awesome tools, but I hadn't been able to develop myself yet. I wasn't the perfect salesman, and I didn't know how to read the client's needs, but that's what I wanted, right? I wanted to be able to sell my client on all of my services and to continue to be successful as a freelancer. I also wanted to do it without feeling like a sleazy used car salesman. Every sales training video I looked for online was geared toward hard sales or trying to get a client to sign right away. You know, sleazy car salesman. I hated it. I wanted to be able to build a relationship with the client and offer them value that they would appreciate. While I was developing the proposal process, I would walk into the client's office and they knew that I was trying to sell them on something. It made the process so hard. I didn't want to sell them on anything. I wanted to help them. But how could I do that? Well, funny enough, I figured it out when I was invited to a company called Investable. Investable was all about coaching early stage startups and helping them secure funding to grow their business. They're kind of like the friend who knew everyone and could always help you out. A good person to know, right? Well, I walked into their office and I was introducing myself, and one of the founders grunts from his desk. Ugh! He was only about 15 feet away from me, but I could see and feel the frustration on his face. I also noticed that he was working on WordPress. I loved WordPress, so I asked him, "Hey, what are you working on?" And he said, I'm just trying to figure out this SEO thing. It is so freaking complicated." I know SEO. I love SEO. Remember, SEO kind of stands for getting the person, like a website, on the front page of Google so calls happen more. Well, basically, Andrew, the co-founder at Investable, was saying to me, "I don't know how to get my site on the first page of Google to get leads." And I turned to him and said, "Awesome, I can help you. Do you mind if I grab your computer for a second?" He let me take control, and within 15 minutes, I had made so many changes to his website that I was sure that he was going to start ranking in just a couple of weeks. As I was making these changes, I was explaining why I was doing it and why it was important. I left that day thinking, wow, I just made the most fantastic impression, and these guys are good guys to know. I just solved a huge problem in like 15 minutes. It wasn't until later when I was talking to them that I realized that my approach could have been different. Yeah, now they're ranking on the first page of Google, but their phone still wasn't ringing. When I met back up with them, they explained to me they wish I sat down with them and asked why they wanted to improve their SEO. If I would have asked them why and talked through their marketing plans, I would have added so much more value to their business. But by fixing their SEO, they thought their client problems were fixed. But as anyone who is in the digital marketing space knows, SEO won't solve all your client problems. Your website still has to convert. After a lengthy conversation with them, I had an epiphany. Whoa! I knew that I couldn't just solve people's problems. I knew that I had to guide them on the journey and help them understand where they were at, where they wanted to go, and how I could help them get there. I had to help them develop this process in their head rather than just solving a specific problem. You see, I could still solve a specific problem, but if I didn't help them see the whole picture, they couldn't appreciate the value that I was adding, and they were less likely to hire me as a contractor. Makes sense, right? Well, I had to learn a whole new process, a whole new way of looking at my services. I took this methodology and I started to apply it to my clients. It was night and day difference. Not only was I getting more clients, but they were asking me to do more services for them, and that meant I was able to upsell. It was great. I did it. I figured out a way to not be that sleazy car salesman, and I was able to sell clients on higher ticket items while offering real value. I want you guys to be able to do the exact same thing. I don't care if you're a copywriter, a video expert, social media manager, or a web developer. It doesn't matter. What type of freelancer you are, you can still sell your clients on higher ticket items and not feel like a sleazy salesman while doing it. So I sat down and I recorded a first meeting with a client. I've never met this client before, just in passing. And in this video, I show you guys my sales process. And the crazy thing, at the beginning of the meeting, Camilla, the client in the video, said, "I don't want to hire any outside help right now." And at the end of the video, she tells me, I can't wait to start on this. As soon as you leave, I'm going to sit down and get to work. Well, actually, I'm going to call you, figure out how we can work together on this, and then get to work. That is the power of showing the client the big picture and how you can add value to it. It sells the client for you. Typically, I charge $2,000 to $3,000 to teach freelancers this process, but I'm going to cut it all the way down to $300. You're going to get an unabridged hour meeting with Camilla and an additional 20 plus minutes of me explaining what I'm doing so you can add this process to your sales system. After that, I'm going to include personalized training I created. So I created a series of videos explaining sales techniques, marketing techniques for freelancers, and the psychology behind closing. Altogether, it's a $3,000 value in the training, but you're only going to get it for $300. Click add to cart button below and you will not regret it. You see, now you have the book so you know where to find clients. You have the tools so you know how to sell clients. But now you're going to know how to scale clients and upsell them with this training. I'll see you guys in the members area on the next page. Bye.